Good morning. This is Screen City Skylight tutorial, take 17. Here we go. You can pause and play whenever you need to for this tutorial. You're going to open up you're going to open up animate. You are going to then go to new. These settings are perfectly fine, which is 640 by 480. 12 frame rate, leave it at action script 3.0. Standard is great, hit create. Our first layer we are going to call sky. In the first frame, we will make a rectangle and we will change this color by using our color over here to a light blue color. Make sure that this is selected when you do it, and then make sure that you will see it change in real time. This animation is going to be 100 frames long, so we're going to click on frame 100. We're going to control click to get this right click menu, and we're going to insert a keyframe, and then on this keyframe, click on it, change that to a darkish blue, anything that is not black. Click on any frame in between, preferably number 50. 50 is a good one. Let's do 50. You're going to control click again, and you are going to insert keyframe. And then this one, we are going to change, make sure it's selected. You're going to change it to a purple color. So we have 3 keyframes. One is light blue, then purple, and then a navyish dark blue. You can change any of these keyframes at any time. Click on any frame in between, control click or go up to the word insert and put in create shape tween. Do it over here too. Insert, create shape tween, and then if you were to push play, everything is now morphing as the rectangle changes from light blue to purple to dark blue. When this is done, you will then go over here to your plus sign and you will create a new layer. You will call it ground. You will lock the sky, click on layer 1, so make sure you lock that layer, click on layer 1. You're going to change this sky color to, or purple to, a green. We're going to go to our rectangle and we're going to make a rectangle that is underneath the sky. So that is on this thing. Then we're going to go to frame 100. We're going to control click, and then we get insert keyframe, and we're going to change this one to a dark green, because at night everything's getting darker. And then we're going to click any frame in between 1 and 100, control click and add yourself a shape tween. When you push play, it will be changing with the sky and becoming a darker green slowly. We are now going to add a new frame, and we're going to call this one a new layer. We're going to call this one skyline. We're going to go to frame 1. We're going to click on our rectangle tool. We're going to change the color to black. Make sure that this bottom square underneath our stroke is got the red slash through it, so we're not creating buildings with lines. I'm going to then make some skinny rectangles and some big fat rectangles to create a silhouette looking skyline in the distance. And you do this till you get off stage. You can transform things as you need to, like this was a little bit too small, so I'm going to make that bigger. Just keep adding different shapes, different height buildings. Try to have them end in about the area where they all on the horizon. It can go below the ground like mine is. It doesn't matter. Not everything is, even in a city skyline, not everything is perfect. All right, so that's the last one. Remember, the skinny black outline here is where your stage starts and ends. And then we're going to, so that automatically goes to frame 100. Without a keyframe, it's not changing. That one is stable. Make a new frame, new layer. Call it stars. We're going to use our scrubber and we're gonna pull it across our timeline until we see the point where we want our stars to start showing up in the sky. I'm gonna go to about 52. And I'm gonna click here. I also wanna make sure my other ones are locked. I don't wanna accidentally go on any of those. I'm gonna control click. I'm going to insert a keyframe. It will be blank. There's no information on that thing. I'm gonna go to my brush. I'm going to change my black to a white. And I am going to make stars in the sky. It doesn't matter where in the sky, and they can be different sizes, large and small, just like our own night sky. You can make as many as you want. The whole idea is that it will slowly appear when we do the next layer, which will be our masking layer. And that's good. So this one also stays stable. We're going to make a brand new layer. We're gonna call it Stars Mask. We're gonna go to where we started our stars keyframe, make sure it's locked, and then we're going to click on the stars mask layer. We're going to go to our rectangle tool, and in that keyframe, we are going to make a skinny rectangle above our stage. Now you can see that I forgot to put a keyframe here, so it automatically started at keyframe 1. I'm just gonna grab it and I'm going to drag it on my keyframe, this is how you move any keyframe, and drop it. So you can see that turned to a gray area, and now this is now ready for me to morph it. I'm going to click on frame 100. We don't want this to be stable. I'm going to insert a keyframe here, and then I'm going to go to the second tool in my toolbar, and I'm going to pull it down like a window shade so it covers my stars. I go to any frame in between, control click, and I'm going to change the shape tween, and that will make this start to cover the stars. To create the mask, you go to the words in Stars Mask or over by your layers, control click on those words, and a new layer, right click layer, will appear, and you're going to do mask. This will indent the stars, creating the invisible that we want the mask to be, and the stars will slowly appear when I go through the timeline. You can see now I'm just dragging my scrubber, or you can push play, and that happens. We're then going to create a new layer. We're going to call it City Lights. We're going to go back to our rectangular tool. We're going to change it to a light yellow for the lights of the building. And I'm going to start my city lights on frame 40. I control click, insert keyframe. Everything else is locked. And I'm going to start to make rectangles that give the illusion of a city building. You can click and drag it, and then I'm just simply going to use my option like we've done in Photoshop and click and drag the city lights around my skyline to give the illusion that various people are turning the lights on in a darkened sky. So I am just clicking and dragging. You can also change the sizes of these. They're not touching each other, so they're not going to melt together and become one shape. As long as they're separate, they will continue to just create various rectangles as I option and click, option, and, well, not option and drag, that's how you do it. Option, drag, option, drag. And do this until you get to the last one, and now we have that. We're going to, so our scrubber starts here. These are going to stay stable just like our stars. We're going to create a new layer on top of it. We're going to call it City Light Masks. We're going to insert a keyframe at frame 40. I'm going to use my rectangle tool. I'm going to make a skinny rectangle on top. And then I'm going to click on frame 100. This one I do need to change, just like the star mask. I'm going to insert a keyframe. While that is highlighted, make sure that this is locked. Go to your transformation tool, pull it down so it covers the city lights. And then I'm going to add a tween anywhere in between, the shape tween, and that will slowly cover. And then when I go over to City Light Mask, I use my right click and I make mask. And then it will do just what it did to the stars. Yes, it's a little systematic, but there are ways to change that, but for now, let's just work with what we got. We're now going to click on the sky layer. We're going to add a layer right above it. We're going to call it sun. We are then going to use our oval tool. We are going to make a small oval on the side. So this is on frame 1, and I have to decide where my sun is going to officially set for forever, or for that day, not forever. So I like there. I'm going to go over here. I'm going to click control click, and I'm going to insert a keyframe there. I'm going to use my move tool. I'm going to bring this to the other side. And over here, I am going to change the color to a red, and I'm also going to transform it and make it large, because as the sun sets, it has the illusion of getting larger. And then I'm going to go to any place in between, and I am going to create a shape tween. And my sun will now set behind my city. And the lights will slowly start to appear. And there we go. Last thing that we are going to do is we're going to pull in one of our assets on the side here. So I have to decide, where do I want my asset to come in? And it will automatically make its own layer when you drag it in. So I am going to say that my running pig is going to start at 15. I'm going to use the running pig. And you will see, because my scrubber bar is lined up here, I drag my pig to outside my stage. A really big pig right now, so I'm going to hold down shift, drag from the diagonal, make it smaller. It automatically made a layer and it made a keyframe. Now I have to tell it when I want it to exit. I'm going to choose frame 90. I'm going to control click, and I am going to insert a keyframe. I'm going to drag that running pig, bring it across, and then I'm going to create, by control clicking, a classic tween. And then my running pig will go through my animation, and that's the end. You will then save it, save as, call it what you want. I'm going to call this City Lights Tutorial. Save it on your desktop and submit it to the animation, create your own animation on our module. Okay, that's it.